Well, hello guys, welcome back. Okay, stop it. Loki is insane. Remember I sacrificed that game to him. I said it'll make it easier on you. I won't get this game for the holidays. I'm not gonna buy it. I had intended to buy it as soon as funds were available. Now funds are available. So we did the responsible thing. We got groceries first. But now he's doing his wiggle wine dance of he wants this game so bad. And I'm like, Loki, we have like 12 meditation apps now. And this is $24 meditation app. It's the most expensive meditation app I've ever seen. And he's doing this wiggle wine dance. And it's so expensive because finally somebody was smart enough to put music you can listen to in a meditation app. Usually it's the stuff that'll set your teeth on edge. You guys know, I've shown you meditation apps. You've heard the in-game music. It's a lot to be desired for. If you've heard pop music in a VR thing you've seen me do, it's because I'm porting the music in. It's not in the game. And this has top shelf composers, which is why it's $24. And as VR games go, it's not that expensive. Lone Echo has been on my wish list for ever since I saw it, and that's $40, and that ain't coming down anytime soon. And I said, we really don't need this. You know, it's one more meditation app. It's not like we don't have 12 already. And I'm looking at it, and I said, you know, as I'm watching these graphics, I said, those have to look substantially better in game because they look okay, but from the outside looking at it, it's like you must be paying for the music because the graphics just look okay. And the problem with VR is you don't know how it's going to look to you personally until you put that headset on. And I said, it looks pretty. It does. There's like, I think 8 different roles or something, and you can unlock a 9th role. So it sounds a lot like Zing. But there's no action adventure thing. It's just walking around contemplatively and doing this stuff. So he's whining at me for the game now. I said, what about chickens? What about pizza on Halloween? Because he'd been wanting for that too. And he's just looking at me and his little mind short-circuiting. So sometimes half of my problems, I think, do come from Loki. I was berating myself and beating myself up and telling myself to spiritually reset. And Loki ruined it all last night, by the way. After we had all that spiritual stuff, Loki made sure to say something crude and nasty to remind me the kind of god he is. And I'm like, oh, Loki, what? Loki's the only person that you could be looking at an article about the spiritual growth of a rocket, and he'd be there like, nice butt. Look at her butt. Loki, what? For the love of the gods, this is a Christian whatever. I don't care. He's terrible. So that's what he's been doing. He's been being naughty. After he was sure I got all the spiritual stuff out of the way, he's been being naughty and sassy and saying bad things. And I said, well, there's also other things coming out. As you guys know, there are mature titles coming out. And remember, we had promised to give up video games. I think we make that promise every month. We're like making New Year's resolutions every month. And there are some mature titles that his little ears pricked up because he's like, well, this is on Steam, so you should be safe. It shouldn't like melt down your computer. And we already have one. We have one. And I'll tell you what, after like the first whatever, guys, you're, you know, so length of time, yeah. Yeah, go get it for free over on Pornhub, because, yeah. So we were just kind of looking at it. I was like, Loki, this, you do know how this stuff works. You buy it, you use it a little while, and then you throw it in a pile, and you never look at it again. At least with any other kind of VR title, you'll eventually go back and look at it again, even if it's only out of boredom, and you'll enjoy it. But he's making the wiggle wine dance over this, and I think he wants everything at once. He wants chickens, he wants pizza, and he wants this game. Now for pizzas, we could get like go up to the gas station if it was warm enough Halloween day and get a $6 pizza. I think they're still $6. It's a personal pizza. We could get that. in chickens, $8 isn't bad if I only go once a week. But, he's doing his wiggle wine dance. If I had psychic gifts, guys, if I knew for sure and for certain that he wasn't going to come to cut the grass and need his money, I'd be a little more libertine, but I don't know that. That's why I can't wait for the damn winter to come and set in, so it's not always these people coming up to you and wanting money. I understand he has a family to support, but at the same time, I have a household to support, so it's like, you know what? You've been here since May. I am sick of looking at your ugly face. Go away. It's wintertime. Go away. So, we're doing that, and that's just, we're trying to balance a household budget. And I looked at Loki this morning. I said, you're not making this any easier on me. I gave this game up to you last night, and you were dancing around in ecstasy and, like, crying like nobody has ever loved you before and everything else, and today you want this game. Yeah, that's what's like dealing with chaos. It's really what it's like. And then if I would go and buy the game, and we'd enjoy it, 2 days from now, he'd be looking at me with his arms crossed. You bought that game. You're literally the same exact god that told me to buy the game. Yeah. I swear, there's like a couple of screws loose in his head. More than a couple of screws loose. I think if he shakes it, he just rattles a lot. So yeah, that's what we're doing. It's Mind Labyrinth VR, by the way, if you're wondering what we want to buy. It's pretty. It is pretty. It's got pretty music. But I don't know if it's $24 pretty. At least if I bought it on Steam, I could play it for an hour, and if I didn't like it, I could get a refund. No questions asked. You can only play that trick one time, however, on Steam. Not that you can't take every game back you ever bought, but I can't buy it, play it for an hour, then buy it and play it for an hour. They're a little too smart for that. You actually have 2 hours. But I always try to figure out if I like a game or not in the first 15 minutes. Though that's kind of hard to tell. Sometimes you need more than 2 hours. Especially with a meditation app. I mean, it's kind of like going on vacation, and it's kind of hard to take a 2-hour vacation. So if you guys like what you see, like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you later. Bye-bye.